The name of the piece is Te Tatau Kaitiaki, the Guardian's Gateway. The two wahine being the first two guardians you will see when the doors are closed, and their jobs as kaikaranga, to welcome people into a space, but also as guardians as well. Wahine are our first guardians within the womb, and this house is a guardian to taonga. As the doors open, there are two kaitiaki taniwha either side. One represents Kaiwhare in the Manukau in our southern harbour, and one represents Horochu at the Waitemata harbour. We went to the Mangakahia Valley to a native timber crew up there, and they remove ancient logs from the river. We found a totara that was close to 900 years old. It was amazing. It was huge. It was long, and it had been forgotten by the original forestry workers at the time that would build dams and just let everything. When they bust the dam, all the logs would come down the river, but some of those logs didn't float in. So this was one of those logs, and it was like going back in time and seeing a piece of history, but it was just sitting there waiting for us to create. Yeah, really stunning. The colour especially blew us away. Yeah, it's awesome. You know, when it comes to design work, especially Māori design work, the process is just as important as the product. And so as we were sitting there and, there was those stories, it felt so right. It felt so right that those stories were being told. You know, we had ancient kōrero. I think it's, the process is just as important as the product, and that all helped. The story is 1955, a child was born. She was sick. Her grandmother, who lived in Auckland at the time, heard about the sick child, her sick granddaughter, and sent one of her daughters up to collect this child to come back to see a doctor in hospital in Auckland. That baby stayed with the grandmother and grew up with the grandmother and was raised the old way. Everything the grandmother knew about the Māori world was instilled into this child. The child grew up to be one of our kaikaranga at our marae and for our people. And that lady was my mother and my great-grandmother. The woman who was sent up to get her, she was at the blessing. She turns 90 tomorrow. Massive, it's a massive deal. Being able to leave an artistic expression of legacy for these women especially. I wanted the story to have a wow factor. And then with our nan in the room that day, it all worked out.